People are leaving flowers and other tributes to Justice Ginsburg outside the Supreme Court. With the country bracing for a political fight, we don't want to lose sight of the meaning of Justice Ginsburg's life. Her vision for this country, even in her dissents, was not about division. Jan Crawford looks at Ginsburg's legacy of raising people up to help us all stand on common ground.
All weekend, the Supreme Court, often the site of protest, became a place of tribute.
Seeing her dissent all the time and speak her own mind.
And give thanks.
Going into the legal profession, she definitely paved the way for me.
Just knowing that if she was able to do it, then we can too.
A true trailblazer, Justice Ginsburg made her mark on the law even before she took a seat on the Supreme Court. She graduated at the top of her class at Columbia Law School and learned firsthand about discrimination.
There was not a single firm in the entire city of New York that would offer me a job.
So she leveraged the law to help level the playing field. As a lawyer for the ACLU, Ginsburg argued 6 gender discrimination cases before the Supreme Court. After 13 years as a federal appeals court judge, President Clinton nominated her to the High Court in 1993. On Face the Nation Sunday, Clinton said Ginsburg knew how to get it done.
She had the best judgment on when to work with others whenever she could and when to stand up when she couldn't stand it anymore.
As the court's leading liberal, Ginsburg voted to protect abortion rights, restrict the death penalty, and expand women's access to education and equal pay.
People ask me, when would you be satisfied with the number of women on the court? When there are 9.
She had a long and close friendship with a conservative icon, the late Justice Antonin Scalia.
Ruth is really bad only on the knee-jerk stuff. She is...
Later in life, Ginsburg fought through multiple bouts with cancer. At her side for 56 years of marriage was her beloved husband, Marty, who died in 2010. She credited their happy marriage to a piece of advice from her mother-in-law.
She said, "Dear, in every good marriage, it helps sometimes to be a little deaf." And I have followed that advice, not only in dealing with my dear spouse, but in dealing with my colleagues.
But when Ruth Bader Ginsburg spoke with that soft voice, we all listened. For CBS This Morning, I'm Jan Crawford.
Thank you, Jan Crawford. I can't get enough, guys, of hearing about her story, her sense of humor.
I know.
She was such a champion for equality on and off the bench. I love the deaf comment, what she said. And just how she devoted her life to helping others, pulling up others behind her. You don't see that.
One of the things people were talking about over the weekend, which I found so fascinating about her, is she seemed, in person, she seemed so measured and proper, but she was actually fierce and radical. And it's such an interesting contrast. It was
fierce and radical, but still polite in her dissents, right? Still writing to win in the long term. She wanted to turn people's minds.
And it was good to see the back and forth that she had with Antonin Scalia, too. That the two of them could sort of respectfully put each other down, but at the same time respect and admire each other.
That was
such a class act.
I always loved that about them.
I never got a chance to meet her. Did you, Anthony?
No, I didn't.
I never did.
I did once. I interviewed her about growing up in the 1930s.
You did?
Yeah, it was a wonderful visit. Not even no politics, no law. Just what was it like to be a kid in the 30s?
Oh man,
what a great idea.
We got to find that.
We got
to find that.